All right. So, sort of where we're at right now is we have about 55-ish points in the done column, and we really need by Monday the main priority for everyone today. If you're not reviewing tasks or not helping someone, with their task, is to do that. So I think everyone should drop whatever they're doing and make sure you're reviewing what's in review. And if we get all of that done by Monday, that will be approximately 100 points. So this is really of the utmost importance. So if anyone is stuck, please reach out. Ethan, if you have time to take a look at some of these tasks, and if you feel like you can, put one of them on your plate in addition to reviewing, that would be great. So why don't we go through what's in review and see whatever bottlenecks exist. So we have issue refunds when token spend fails. And
Yes, this task has already been merged and all the pipeline has passed. I'm not sure why it's in review. Maybe
okay,
something with of it.
it's probably just an automation error because it says merge. So I will manually move it to validation. And then have you run the validation tests?
Yes, all the pipeline has passed for this merge request. It can be moved to done.
Okay, awesome. Perfect, great job. And this task,
This task, I just committed a fix for this. It's building now. So I just put a delay for some one synthetic transaction to work so that the account balance will be same. So
okay. So does this just need to, you submitted a pull request for this?
it's already there. I think it can be checked upon, and then if it's fine, then it can be merged.
Okay, all right, awesome. So I guess, yeah, after the stand-up, Ethan, if you could review 817, that would be great. And then we have remove the default keybook name when creating the ADI. So now you have to name your keybook.
Yes. So in this one, some of the tests for creating page request is failing after the implementation. I'm trying to debug things here. So most probably today I'll make it done and fix
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And you said there's a page test that was failing?
Yes. So the CLI tests is failing. That was for creating page. So it's not able to find the account using which it's trying to create a page. I just have to check why is it if that account is existing or not, or somehow it missed creating that account at some level. So I have to debug it and check.
Ethan, does this have anything to do with, or would connecting to the newer testnet or not being connected to the newer branch
The
cause
tests
any
do
problems?
not connect to the testnet. The
What's that?
tests, um,
Yes, this isn't developed. Sorry.
outside of the so for the CI for branches, the regular CI, that only tests against
Yep.
locally created DevNet, so it never tests against any of the deployed networks.
Sorry, my brain was down. All
That's
right.
fine.
Um, okay. Very good. Minor block API. So, oh, we got a raised hand from a fellow gister. I'm going to go over this task real quick, and then you're allowed to speak. So I guess I don't feel. Looks like the build's passing for the new um, request. So I guess
That's right.
so this task can be merged then.
Yes, I think you already reviewed it when it was still in draft, and the CI is passing now. So yeah, could be merged.
Okay.
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
And who is the fellow gister with your hand raised?
You may have to unmute.
Participant is muted. Do I have the authority to do that? To unmute.
You don't. You can just ask them to unmute, but let's ignore when you fellow gister, when you figure out how to unmute, raise your hand again.
Sounds good. All right, Jotin. 1 out of 8. What's sort of the blocker right now for this task? It's Jotin here. I don't see him. Unless he's a fellow gister. Dennis, do you think you could work with Jotin on this task to get it done today?
Yeah, I can find out about it. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Benchmark performance. Okay, the bills. Ethan, did you review this yesterday?
Yeah, I might not have reviewed it since the latest update, but I'll take a look at it again.
Okay. And then Ethan, I think you have to review this one, or Dennis. Just the document, I believe.
Is there a link to the document?
Yeah, I thought there. Oh, it's under general. There we go.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Okay, so yeah, let's get that into. Let's just get that into done by the end of the week. Update write data in the box executor to work for like data accounts. That was Ethan. That was what we were talking about yesterday. Jotin would like to speak. All right, Mr. Jotin. You there, Jotin? All right.
The unmute's like Zoom. It's something at the bottom of your screen if you're having trouble finding it.
All right, we'll keep going, and if you're able to unmute, we will go to you. Okay, so Dennis, if you could review this task after working with Jotin, that would be great. And last but not least, we have init dual to correct issue change to init. All right.
Yeah, that was a bug that we had to fix to get the testnet back up and running to the latest version. So.
Okay, so Paul, if you could review this one, that would be great.
Okie dokie.
All right, so with what's in progress, excuse me, Pavlo, do you want to just give an update on this? If you have any, everyone should make daily comments on their task just to let me know what's going on.
Sorry, I was digging into my issues, and I probably will comment here and ask Ethan or Dennis in Discord, because I'm having problems with matrix of execution, and probably I'm still a bit confused with this test structure, but getting into it.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So Dennis, you're still working on the encryption. Sasha, I'll talk to you offline about the tests. And then Sandra, you're working on fake scratch pruning and managing the credits at the identity. Account may not exist. John, you have to unmute yourself.
I was thought I was done with fake scratch account, but I was not passing, so I have to look into that.
Okay. And then manage credits at the identity/authority.
Yeah, analyzing that still. What has to be done.
Okay. It's analysis, perfect. All right. Paul, outline factum API mapping. How's that going?
That's done, and I need to, and I started on the wallet.
Okay. So if you could attach the document so Dennis could look that over,
Sure.
that would be great. And what about the wallet? Are you working on that?
We need to map the wallet API, so I'm working on the wallet API right now.
Okay, I don't think we have that as a task, if I'm not
Is that,
mistaken.
that's the document? Is that the document for the wallet API or the actual code?
I'm going through the wallet API. Excuse me.
Okay,
Wallet
gotcha.
API. Sorry, I had some coffee go down the wrong way. I'm working on the wallet API and mapping that to things we can implement because what we will have to do to support exchanges without requiring them to change their code is map those two sets of APIs. We discussed this in the last stand-up or the stand-up before.
Right.
So it's just an addition to this task. I don't think it's a new task.
Okay. So why don't we move that into review then?
It's not in review yet. I can talk to Dennis and start reviewing it, but because it's a document, it's not like code, but it still needs more work.
Okay, sure. All right. So James, do you have another task you can pick up once yours is done?
Yeah, I scheduled a meeting with Dennis today. We'll discuss SEM 2.4. He's going to put together some notes for me.
So you'll be converting the C++ into Golang.
Yep.
All right. All right. John, why don't you just message me offline because it doesn't seem like you're able to unmute yourself. Denny, do you want to give an update with the?
I'm working on a few issues actually, like in the Rosetta APIs, like a few issues I've been facing with the accounts. So I'm currently working on those things, and there are a few missing parts on the metadata on the particular thing. I'm working on the particular things right now.
Okay. And did you meet with Stuart for implementation of the light client?
No, like recently regarding on the light client, no, like currently I'm focusing on the Rosetta. Probably like I'll be picking up the light client task as well.
Okay. Very good. Alrighty. Mo is not here. Paul, okay. Does anyone from the community have any questions? Does anyone from the team have any additional questions?
I actually have. Let me hang on for half a second. There is a community member who reached out on Discord, and they have a vulnerability they detected on factumprotocol.org, and I don't know if this is really kind of for Dennis maybe, I don't know if we know who is maintaining factumprotocol.org at this point.
I'm not sure. You might want to reach out to Anton.
Okay, I'll reach out to Anton with that. Anyway, but I encouraged him to show up here, but he wasn't able to do that. So I'll reach out to Anton.
Okay. So just to reiterate, the main goal for everyone today should be to get everything from review to at least validation. And if you're stuck, reach out on Discord. And as we went through the tasks, if anyone needs any help, just reach out to the appropriate party. Wisdom, you'd like to say something?
Yeah, good evening, everyone on my side. My question is, I'd probably like to know if you have a way to track changes to the APIs or probably changes in the CLIs to know when new informations have been added. Because at the moment, I would say I'm really lost because I don't know when new features have been added, both in the APIs or the CLIs. Just like I was talking with Paul, building with the SDK. So he said he has implemented most of the new APIs features in the SDK. So I probably like to know if there is something a place I can see those information. Sorry.
So
The
Yeah,
actual type definitions and methods are defined in YAML files in the API v2 directory. So those files define the interfaces, define the types, the input and output types of the API. In terms of behavior, so I guess that would be kind of like the SDK stuff, because that describes how the code, what the input output types are. In terms of the behavior, I mostly try to capture behavioral changes in the change log on Discord.
Okay, so I don't know if I could have a link to that. And also, I don't know if there's a way we can have something that would probably bring like a notification when changes have been made there. So I will just see that these new features have been added, so I can quickly add it to the documentation.
So you'd like some sort of notification when an API has been added to the YAML file?
Yeah, so I could just notice that. So I would probably just pick it up because it will be difficult for me to be checking that time to time to know if something has been added or not, or probably have somebody to check on that. So we can keep a check, something that would prompt changes that have been added, and that would be super helpful.
Ethan, is there a way to watch a specific file and get notified if it's changed?
I don't think GitLab has a way of doing that. I mean, you could. It's likely that somewhere on the internet somebody has developed something like that, but I'm not really familiar with anything that does that. I mean, what you could do is you can look at the history of those files. That's not notifications, but it does mean that you can look at the Git history, and that will show you how it changed over time. Like if you look at them now, you see the updates that Sander made and the addition of the block API in the history for those YAML files. Yeah, but in terms of notification, I'm not aware of any system.
We can see, Wisdom, let's see if there's a GitLab plugin that could automate that.
Yeah, but if possible, if there is none, but I know for me, putting on the task of somebody reminding, me that, hey, I've added something, I've removed this, for me, I feel it to be super stressful and just having a check on that. So probably saying, okay, maybe if you add something, send me a message, it will be super stressful for you. So Anyways, so I don't know if I could have the link to that, so I will just check right away. Thank you.
And Wisdom, you also want to know about updates to the CLI, just some sort of single source of truth besides messages in Discord. You know, if we have to connect to a new branch or connect to, you know, a different endpoint, there should be some document that is identifying these changes.
Yeah, exactly. Like I and Ben went through the documentation for the CLI reference, and we found out that the other methods there, commands there are not working because few of the parameters have been removed. So if you can have a place that would, you know, have a list of the working commands and the commands that are probably not working, kind of like a list, that would be also helpful.
So yeah, I'll create the, I'll keep going through the list of commands that are and are not working. And then Sasha, you'll use those to write the scripts. All right. Any other questions?
And we can if you're from the community, then you certainly have the opportunity to ask a question or bring up any topic, pretty much any topic at all. And if you're DeFi devs or whatnot, please put your name in when you come into this so that you don't come in as fellow Gister, because then we can't tell you're here.
Sounds good. All right. So I think there's a few people. Let's join the staking meeting if you were invited to that. So thanks everyone for your hard work. And Sasha, I'll reach out to you offline. So appreciate everybody.